the yellow shirt porters push the wheelchairs to and from the gate. And the gentlemen for Hawaii Porter Service that are dressed in red provide the curbside assistance to meet many people. I love my job. But it seemed that my conflict with what was legal and what was right got in the way of me being able to perform my job. As far as my employer was concerned, day in and day out, I came in, I provided my service as I was instructed to do by Mr. Warren, and never had a complaint, always provided good customer service, but yet I was fired after reporting his illegal activities to numerous agencies.
Wage theft is called the crime wave that no one talks about because it's really all around us. So there's workers not paid the minimum wage, not paid overtime, misclassified as independent contractors, they don't get all their tips, they get laid off and they don't get their last paycheck, or for some workers they work all day and they don't get paid at all.
In the course of being a porter, we were required to pay a $15 per day fee. This was termed an association fee. My former employer nonchalantly just told us that he felt we made enough in tips that he didn't have to pay us an hourly wage. As a result of that, I've got a determination from the Department of Labor saying that I was an employee versus what he tried to label me as an independent contractor. But in all, the grand total was $16,514.26 that was found to be owed to me by this employer.
So how many porters work for Mr. Warren?
I would estimate it at 110 or more.
And these are real people who are really being cheated out of money. You know, if somebody steals from the office, they go to jail. If the office steals your wages, not much has been happening.
Good point.
But it just seems to me like the Attorney General, Gary Ige, is representing the interest of the employer rather than the interest of the employee.
In 2008, I sustained a industrial injury there with a hernia, upper hernia, and that resulted in a surgery. The last day in 2010, I had to quit work because of my personal injuries sustained working at the airport. I enjoyed the job, meeting people. It was a fun job, but kind of stressful. Myself and all the other porters were paid only on tips. We were not paid a salary. To do that kind of work, to work on tips only, you know, you would think, you know, that's almost like slavery, you know. The day of slavery, working for free, it's just there's no such thing. But you know, we were doing it because we needed the money. But
100 years ago, the issue of child labor got on the consciousness of the American people, or the issue of slave labor. We need to get the issue of wage theft on the national agenda in a serious way so that everyone thinks about it when they go to pay workers, to hire workers, and when they go to get a job.
his second job as a preacher, he says he believes in God and everything, and God will tell the truth, Mike. And I think you can only get away with it so long, and the truth will come out, Mike. So that's all I gotta say.